I realize that I'm overcomplicating my success. I'm overcomplicating the process. So instead of me trying to make everything so advanced and perfect, just focus on the fundamentals, focus on the basics, and just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. And I realize even just writing all this extra stuff on the board is unnecessary. Like I can just let's just keep it simple. Let's master the basics because the basics get you a lot further than um, trying to do the advanced things, but you're doing it very sloppy, right? Simplicity scales. So just keep it simple, stupid, right? So with that being said, if you can't master getting great sleep, if you can't master training consistently, if you can't master reading and applying what you read, if you can't master just praying every day, it's like the complicated tactics, the hacks and the tricks and everything that you're trying to learn and apply, it's gonna ultimately confuse you and it's going to make you mad because you feel like none of it's working. And it's not that the information that you're getting doesn't work, it's because you haven't mastered the basics, right? If you get this super complicated investment strategy and it sounds good because somebody on YouTube is doing it, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you because you haven't mastered the basics. You may be too, and this applies whether if you're trading, if you're training, if you're posting YouTube content, if you're going to work. I don't know. Like this applies to all levels, right? You could be a barber, you could be a tattoo artist, you could be selling insurance. If you don't know the basics, if you haven't mastered the basics, don't even worry about the advanced tactics because you're gonna do it wrong. And if you do it wrong, you're gonna do it all day long. So just slow down and master the basics. I can't stress that enough. And I've realized that we've probably been overcomplicating our potential success, right? Because we think it has to be glamorous, it has to be, um, very stimulating. But now that I think about it, over these past few weeks, most of my results have came from the boring, repetitive, leverage work, to be honest. Learning how to communicate, learning how to post, learning how to train effectively, learning how to build relationships, right? Learning how to apply what I read daily, consistently, because consistency outweighs intensity. Because you can go hard at something, you can, you can run through, not run through walls, man. What am I talking about? See, even me just trying to find the perfect words, that's overcomplicating the process. That's overcomplicating. That's perfection, and that's gonna get you left behind, bro. So just keep it simple, cause simplicity scales. And I hope you've seen that firsthand, cause this video is raw and uncut, and I done shot this video about 3 times because even just learning how to articulate myself on a simple level, get on a whiteboard and just write, master the basics. Basics is better than trying to be advanced. It's like, bro, I'm living proof. Like y'all get to see me refine myself in real time. And a lot of us, myself included, may have too much faith in our abilities before the foundation has been built. Simple as that. So build your foundation, bro. Build you a strong foundation, and everything is gonna fall in place. And while this is up here, I'm gonna show you something. The graphic tropic nature of a tree. Let's go ahead and do that real quick because a tree grows down before it grows up. And if you don't believe me, go find a tree that started growing leaves and stuff before it grows roots. And if you find it, I'll cash up you shit every dollar I got in my bank account because you won't find it. I can guarantee it. So, like I said, the gravitropic nature of a tree. Let's just say this right here is the ground, right? That's the earth. That's the soil. The tree grows roots right before it sprouts up. You may see this from the tree, but the roots are deep. But the more roots, the further they go, right? In the dark, in the dirt of the soil. Now the tree trunk is starting to grow, right? Like I said, more roots, the deeper the roots, the better the fruits, right? Now you start to see the tree blossom. But like I said, you will never see the tree. You will never see the results unless it grew down in the dark. It grew down in the soil first. So the deeper the roots, the better the fruits. Now you start producing fruits, right? But that only came from the boring work, growing, being watered, right? You got precipitation, you got water hitting the soil, you got the sun beaming on the tree, right? All of these simple things repeated over time, over 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 plus years to build one healthy tree. It didn't happen overnight, but you had to lay the foundation. This right here, like I said, imagine this being the soil. Or even let's just say a simple plant, right? The foundation has been built, the foundation has been laid for everything to grow up. Do some research on the bamboo tree. Perfect example, right? It grows, it sprouts up out the ground within weeks, I believe, but it takes years for the roots to grow down. Same with us. Just because you don't see it, just because you don't see the fruits, don't mean the roots not there. But you so focused on the fruits, you missing the root work. You missing the root work because you so focused on the fruit work. You know what I'm saying? So just make it as simple as it can be. All right. Just remember this, bro. Just remember this method right here. And this I actually learned this from doing sales. My very first sales job. KISS. Just keep it simple, stupid, because simplicity scales. Simple as that. Don't worry about the advanced tactics. I think a lot of people are so focused on the next hack. They're not focused on hacking. Hack, 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 hack. Like with an axe, hack at the tree, hack at the tree, hack at the tree, and the next thing you know, it's gonna fall. It's gonna look like it happened overnight, and they're gonna ask you how you did it, and you can simply give them the process, and now you charge them for the process, or you may not even charge them. It may just be free game, but they're gonna come to you for it because you put in the monotonous work. You put in the basic work. You mastered the fundamentals, right? But it's gonna take you some time. But don't worry about the time. You can't control that. But all you can do, you can sharpen your axe and you can hack. And you can hack and hack instead of trying to find the hack, instead of trying to find the shortcut, right? Because shit, I mean, excuse my language, but bro, the shortcut, you'll never get there. You'll never get there. And if you do, I mean, it's only gonna last you a little bit. It's only gonna last you a short period of time. But your boy Kim Mitchell is out. I hope this message got to somebody, if it did, or if you feel like there's something I can improve on, just explaining my thoughts and putting them on the board. Please help your boy out. This was a real raw and uncut video, but go ahead and like, comment, subscribe if you choose to, and hopefully we'll be back with some more videos pretty soon. So, yep, just focus on the basics, master the basics, and that's going to open up the door to the advanced tactics or the advanced strategies. See you later.